Yo, I'm back. What's good, college football fans, Alabama football fans? It's your boy Corey. I'm back in the car where it all begins, where it all goes down. Coming at you guys with some sports talk. Y'all know I love my sports talk. Um, Yo, man, let me just get this out the way now. Yo, congratulations to the boy Kyler Murray. Very deserving of the Heisman Trophy. Y'all know I'm biased as hell for my boy Tua Tagovailoa. I guess the Heisman committee just looked at it as, one bad game at the bad time. So, um, you know, he lost it. Kyler won it fair and square, man. I do think against inferior defenses, but that's another story for another day. We're on to something bigger. We're on to something better. He did rack up a lot of awards. So I mean, it's not like he left this off season, empty-handed. He has a lot of accolades that he get to tip his hat to, and he's just a sophomore, so we can get to run it. We get to run this back next year too. So just kind of some stuff I've been seeing on Twitter and on the media. How I hate the media. I hate these guys, man. They're looking at it like, Kyler Murray's going to be he's going to have a rough game because Alabama's going to take out all that vengeance on them. Nah, man. It's not going to go down like that at all. So I want to give you guys kind of my update, my matchup to watch. But my matchup to watch for this game is going to be cornerback Patrick Surtain Jr., who's a freshman for the University of Alabama against CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma University. Now, Oklahoma does a lot of things with CeeDee Lamb and Marquise Brown. A lot of down shots, a lot of down shot passes. CeeDee Lamb's more of a, he's your home run hitter. He's going to go up, get those 50-50 deep balls. The thing about it, man, is Patrick Surtain, he hasn't allowed a touchdown all season long. What has went unnoticed on this Alabama defense is that this young man has shut down an entire side of the field. Let me say that again. He has shut down an entire side of the field. Now, Georgia went at him a few times. No success. The guy's just absolutely fundamentally sound. He's a technician. Dad, former first-round draft pick, big-time player in the NFL. The guy just has the right pedigree. So I think that's a matchup that you guys really need to look at in this, because if Marquise Hollywood Brown isn't 100%, it's gonna fall right on CeeDee Lamb, and the way that where CeeDee Lamb lines up is also the same side Patrick Surtain lines up. So that's gonna be something. I really do feel like Alabama's gonna sit back on Kyler Murray. Gonna sit back. We're gonna rush. We're gonna rush four. We don't have to bring anybody else. We got one of the fastest, if not the fastest, linebacker in the country, and Dylan Moses, who's going to contain and keep those gaps and those edges. So Kyler Murray isn't going anywhere. Looking at reason why I had to go, it took me some time to do this video, was I wanted to go back, right? I owed you guys to go back and look at all of Kyler Murray's games this year. So I binge watched all of his games this year, obviously with the fast forward button, going. And also the games at Texas A&M as well. The one thing that I will say he's going to struggle with against Alabama is that the Oklahoma offensive line, the pocket doesn't move with Kyler Murray. So they're heavily relying on him to get out and create with his feet. Whereas Texas A&M, the pocket moves. So they ran with him to give him the space outside the line so he can try to take deep shots downfield, because it is, let's just be real, he's short. He's a little guy. And so when you're trying to throw over guys that's like 6'6", 6'7", 6'5", though, that can be kind of tough on those guys. Alabama does it better than anybody. They hold those A gaps, they hold their man, and they clog up that throwing lane. So it's gonna be incredibly difficult for Kyler Murray to have a lot of success down the field. So what I anticipate is that for them to go at Savion Smith. So Savion, man, you need to really chin up, bro, because they're going to come at you. They're going to come at you with those little quick screens, those little quick outs. They're going to try to stretch us out horizontally. But the difference with this Alabama team versus the Alabama team that met Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl a few years ago, back in 2014, I think, it's just the personnel, man. Back then, Alabama wasn't really well-suited to play that high, up-tempo, zone read, spread you out type of offense, which is why Auburn was able to, win towards the end in that kick six game. Just had no answers for it, man. That dual threat stuff, because the SEC really didn't carry a whole lot of that. So it was just something foreign to Nick Saban and this defense. But Nick Saban recruited specifically for offenses like what we're going to see with Oklahoma. These guys, Mac Wilson, Dylan Moses, we run five defensive backs. All these guys can tackle in space, and that's what you want to do with Oklahoma. You want to get these guys. I mean, if they're going to get, 4 or 5 yards every time you throw, let that be it, right? I really feel like Alabama's going to sit back, allow that defensive line to just manhandle that old line of Oklahoma, and just really just, control the line of scrimmage. I don't think Kyler Murray is going to have a terrible, terrible game, but you're going to see a lot of, what's the word y'all like to use? Expose. He's going to get exposed in a lot of areas of his game, and you guys will see what this Lincoln Riley system actually does to Big 12 defenses. Like I said, if this was Alabama of 2014, 2013, y'all Oklahoma fans, y'all could really be excited because Alabama was too slow. Slow on the perimeter, slow on the inside. Didn't have a whole lot of guys that can go, 88, 99 snaps. What we do now. These guys are deep, they're long, they're fast. I mean, our defensive line is somewhere in between 280, 290 pounds instead of the 320. Big, fat, round guys with the oatmeal cream pies. These guys now, man, Raekwon Davis, 6'7", 312 pounds. These guys are just long, they're lengthy, they're disruptive. I see this game being real close in the first quarter. When Oklahoma kicks the ball out to Alabama, Alabama goes up 7-0. After that, I really feel like Alabama is really going to control the line of scrimmage. They're going to run the ball right down Oklahoma's throat, shorten the game. I expect a big game from Damian Harris, Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, those guys to really just go off and allow Tua just to play action pass you guys and just gas y'all up. Just keep you guys honest on the other side of that ball. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be coming at you guys with more content, more previews as we get closer to bowl practice. Tua Tagovailoa is out the walking boot and is expected to be at practice on day one. So that's some good news for us, man. So